Did you know unhappy couples wait 6 years before getting help? What do you call those couples after 6 years? Troubled couples. Typically, what do troubled couples do? Well, they go to counseling, which only perpetuates the stigma about going to counseling. Today, I'll share 3 ways to avoid not only becoming a troubled couple, but how to address being an unhappy couple before it happens. Hi, my name is Danielle West. My husband and I help couples repair marital strife to get more out of life. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out when we post a video every week. Marriage without hope can be difficult and challenging. Without hope, there may be a lack of motivation to work through problems. And then what follows is a feeling of hopelessness and/or despair. It can lead to a lack of trust and communication in the relationship, which can ultimately lead to the breakdown of the marriage. I'm not telling you something you don't already know. If a couple finds themselves without hope in their marriage, it's important for them to take action in order to address the issues and try to rebuild the relationship. Relationship expert Dr. John Gottman says successful long-term relationships are created through small words, small gestures, and small acts. Now, thankfully, it doesn't take lavish vacations or expensive dinners. But unfortunately, pride and stubbornness can get in the way of doing the smallest of gestures. Couples can look at their mate and see that they're not doing anything, so they decide they're not going to do anything, and it's a tit for tat that leads nowhere. Remember, your marriage one day will simply be a story someone will tell. Will it be a story about courage and forgiveness? Or will it be about how you successfully ignored your spouse, put them down, or reminded them about how much you don't care? Who do you want to be, and what do you want your story to tell? One of the harder exercises we ask couples to do is to care more about their partner's feelings than they do about their own perspective. I mean, you can fight and be right about your perspective, but over time, you'll most likely lose the relationship. Let me say it again. Care more about your spouse's feelings than you do about your own perspective. If you'd like to learn more about how we do this, we can help. See the link in the description below. It's called Restore with a Mentor. And finally, one of the best things you can do is not to isolate. When you're on a sports team, you're held accountable. When you hire a financial planner, you're held accountable. And when you hire a personal trainer, you're held accountable. So when you hire marriage mentors like ourselves, is a way of being held accountable for your relationship. Now, it's easy to emotionally hurt your spouse, but when you know your behavior will be shared, there's a level of accountability. It helps you to break those old habits. We have a program, like we mentioned before, Restore with a Mentor, where we hold a weekly video call and invite couples to join in and learn from each other and from us. It's like listening into someone's counseling call. Soon you quickly realize other couples are having the same issues like you are, or you may think you're not as bad off as some other couples. After going to couples counseling ourselves for 20 years and helping hundreds of couples, we're so passionate about helping couples repair marital strife to get more out of life. Where do you want to be a month from now, a year from now? Are you in a holding pattern of being unhappy in your marriage? Don't let the years of regret stack up. Sure, the days are long, but the years go by pretty fast. What if you could transform your marriage in 5 months or less? We have the framework to guide you there. Are you ready to instill some hope back in your marriage? Do you wonder what the extraordinary marriages are doing differently? Well, I'll tell you, they're being intentional. So now it's your turn to take some action and be intentional. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.